I wouldn't necessarily say somebody taught me. I just, it was all off trial and error. I started recording when I was, let's say, 12. So, you know, being in that environment, you know, I just watched what the older people were doing and would just copy it, you know, just copy it. And I didn't really have like a mentor, like, hey, this is what you do in the studio, this is how you record. Everything was just off like trial and error, just watching and just studying like legends and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm really big on like watching the older generation to see what they did and trying to pick things there as far as like work ethic and, you know, your tone of voice and your cadence before you record and just being in the right zone. So yeah, I apply all those things into any session I go to. I think what made me come back was the feeling, like, you know, I was at the happiest ever. Like, you know, I wouldn't stop writing my raps, and, you know, the songs I did, it was like, wow, you know, bro, like you really could do this, like you got this, like you are talented. And, you know, as a kid, like my folks would tell me I was always performing songs like, you know, Tupac songs, Biggie songs, Dr. Dre songs, you know, so that, you know, me going to the studio and writing, putting pen and paper and writing my own shit, it was like, whoa, okay, you know, I got this, I could do this, you know. And, you know, I feel for me, it's not necessarily the process of recording, it's more so like the reception, let's say, you know, trying to navigate the industry bullshit, trying to get your stuff on the right platforms and shit. That's where the issue might be, being independent. That might be the problem for independent artists and stuff. And I'm still navigating through that path. But as far as like the creative process, nah, man, you know, I just believe like, you know, it's always been in me. And, you know, I just, no matter the problems or the setbacks, I'm always going to keep going. I'm always going to keep getting at it and just keep it going, keep it, you know, shit like that. The reality of opportunity, you know what I mean? Making anything possible, you know, despite your background, you know, being from whatever country, you know, don't let anything hinder you from stopping chasing your dreams, you know, letting people know like it's possible, inspiring, giving back to communities who really need it, you know, inspiring kids in Africa, West Africa, you know, letting them know, hey, you know, I did it, you could do it too. And, you know, just the sky's the limit. Once you put your mind into it, you know, just trying to tell people my story and say, hey, listen, I've been through all these things that you're talking about. And, you know, I relate, you know, but you could do this too. You know, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You could do whatever you want to do. And that's what I just want to spread out to the world. I want to be my legacy for sure when it's all said and done. I ain't gonna hold you. Probably, it was last week, man. Like I told you, last week, my song got played on Shade 45. That's been a dream of mine since a kid. Like, you know, that's where the legends be, you know. DJ K-Slay, all of them, you know what I mean? And they picked my song to start the show. They picked 2 of my songs. So I was like, whoa, you know, and for that week, all my numbers went up as far as like my Apple Music and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, you know, I even made a video for it on Instagram, like, cause I'm like, damn, this is big. And it happened so effortlessly. Like, you know, I have to like, they reached out to me and they just showed me love, you know? And like, that was like, prior to that, it's just been like shows. I've had memorable shows in the city, like, you know, in DC area and stuff, but this topped it for sure. Yeah.